Wait lang daw, ma'am.
Good evening, class.
Good evening, ma'am.
Again, good evening, class.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good. So how's everyone today?
Good.
Really?
Yes.
Can you give me a big smile? Wow, good nga. Ngiti naman tayo sa katabi natin sa left. Sa left. Oh. Smile sa left. Smile sa right. Very good. Okay, so before we start our session today, let's have our prayer first with our assigned person for today. The assigned person today.
Talaga-graduate na si Sir.
Last, di ba natin tayo may assigned person? Okay. Let's all stand up. Thank you, Jasper. Okay, so our lesson for today will be a sensory activity. But first, let's read our learning objectives. Who can read the slide? Ian?
Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to identify and differentiate the 5 sensory images, appreciate sensory imagery, choose songs and short skits, and use appropriate sensory imagery in written word vision.
Thank you, Dean. So, okay. So before we officially start our lesson, let's have our pre-activity.
Okay, good evening, class. Para namang mga pagod na kayo. I believe this is your last class, right?
Yes.
Ngiti ka muna sa katabi, sa likod, at sa harap. Yan. So, it seems like you are all ready. So, let's proceed to our pre-activity which entitled Fill the Field. So, allow me to read the direction. So, while blindfolded, guess what's inside the box by exploring it with your senses. You can use your hands, nose, and ears in guessing the object. After guessing the object, share your strategies in identifying the object and the challenges you face. So I need 5 volunteers. Who wants to? Jayan, JJ, Rachel, Riemann, ilan ba? Four na. Julia. So, dito kayo nakasama. Dito ba na kayo? Dito ka na.
Lagot ka.
Blindfold ko lang. After this game, you will be having a guide lesson. Dito na kayo. Isa-isa lang. For us,
May daga dyan.
For our first object,
Ito na.
let's have this.
Alam, bakit may daga?
Be careful. Rachel.
Bakit may daga dyan?
So you can use your nose.
Ayan. Agat ka.
Be careful. Wow. Paano mo nasabi ko siya?
Napansin, tapos amin kasi yan. Hindi mo lang pinatid.
So, for the fourth object, let's have this. You can taste it.
Oo.
Ano?
Yeah,
Paano mo siya tikman?
I think
Paano mo nasabing yun?
because of its shape. I would
Anong flavor?
Lilik?
Fergie? Last
Yema.
object.
Hala! Ano yung taga dyan?
Gagawin natin yung pang-sleep. Kasi last na to.
Baka tumakbo.
Oo nga. Hawakan mo na lang.
Turn.
Hala, wala laglag ka.
Wala, JJ, ano yan?
Yan, dalawang kamay dito.
Ano? Diyos ka, baka pa, ano?
alam ko na to.
Malo.
Sa ano sa gabong.
Feather
Ano
dust.
tawag? Ano tawag?
Gabong sweeper.
Feather dust.
Feather dust.
Minong sleep.
Manok mo daw.
So now, after this week, you will be answering this type questions. So, what are your strategies in identifying the object and the challenges you face? For this one. Okay, Liman.
I think the strategy I would try is, syempre, tinapa ako. Tapos, inisip ko kung ano yung bagay niya. So, pagkaba ko kasi, alam kong yema siya. Because of texture, first yung texture ng plastic and yung shape niya. And then, wala naman ako na anong challenges kasi sobrang galing niya sila.
How about the taste?
It tastes delicious.
Anyone?
Delicious nga naman.
Gusto mag-answer ng first question? Yeah.
Strategies and was tinabaho din na naiga and also the sound of the object when I ganun ba. It helps kasi may similar sound siya sa something familiar sa akin and yun na ano ko na bahagi.
For the last question, how sensory imagery helps you in identifying objects? In yung ano, sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of hearing, sense of taste. Video.
Often dapat ay di ba escape sa patitikman ko ay made of xyra so I guess sensory imagery ay yung touch lang kasi yung texture ng cake yung nakahahat ko made of xyra pero supposedly peanut.
Thank you, Julie. Anyone? Rachel?
So those my sensory image helps me identify objects through my familiarity with it. Kasi since I am familiar with that object, kahit naka-blind ko, through na si sensory image, nakatulong yun para ma-identify ko.
Rachel. And for the last, Casper?
Siguro same way.
Thank you.
Situation. Siguro familiar ko din nakatulong. Kasi mas pag ginawagan mo ko lang sa object tapos ma-feel mo na pag familiar yung suka, shape niya is ma-identify mo agad yung object.
Thank you. And now, let's proceed for the next.
So yun guys, na-engage ba ang lahat sa ating pre-activity?
Yes.
Before we start, can you tap your seatmate and ask, okay ka pa ba? Humihinga pa ba? Okay, that's right. And for our next activity, before we start our
discussion, let's have group activity. I will group you into 5. And then I will give you one piece of printed paper, and then you will identify underline the words or the sentences that appeal to the senses. And this is the guide questions. What are the words or sentences that appeal to the senses, and what senses is or are employed in the song? How do they contribute to the sensory experience? Ito, magbibilang muna tayo ng 1 to 5, and then I will assign you to
1,
3.
4,
Okay. Here is the group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. You will underline the sentences or the words that may appeal the senses. And then later, after completing the activity, I will ask one representative of each group, and then they will present their answer in front of us. You may use YouTube or any platform if you want to hear the song or watch the song. Just a brief description na about the activity that you're Are you guys done? Are you class done? Group 1? Just a brief.
OST to siya sa angle, and then yung words na presented ay merong sentence words, eyes, or yung sight kasi merong watching, looking, and yung the word na blind, and then thinking before dying.
itong mga salit-salit is yung brightly, which is yung sense of sight, lightly, sense of sight, and spicy, sweeter, which is sense of taste.
Thank you. Next group.
Sound of the sound. And John is upstairs in his bedroom sitting in the dark, annoying the neighbors with his punk-rock electric guitar. Rock groups just want to be free. Yeah, they want honor. The drums are quite good. The bass is too loud and I can with the words, this is the sound of the sounders until the end. So I think ang senses ko dito ay syempre sense of hearing because it says it says here that the drums are quite good and the bass is too loud. So anong ginagamit natin pag nakakarinig naman ito? Syempre yung ating kaya.
Okay, thank you. Tama po yun. And for the last group,
Since yung first and second slide, there is mga mental disorder and third slide. Because in your war, I forget how cold it can be, and in your kid, I feel how cold it can get. So, yung makita namin dyan na word is yung war, cold, and kid. And parang nag-relate siya as a
that's right. And for the last one, ano ba? Jalan.
Yes.
All too well, but you were after page 20 at night, when you gave me your now you think that my things and I will walk you alone. But you keep my old scar from that very pretty because it reminds you of this and when you have it's not like you can't get rid of it because you remember it all too well. I know the sense of outside feel sense of sight because yung picture and things and also you all scar and also you sense of smell not like.
Thank you. And that's all for our activity. Okay, class, did you enjoy the activity?
Yes.
So, before we proceed with the actual discussion, we will gonna have a group activity again. So, I want you guys to be in circle with your groups. Okay, guys, calm down. So, for our next activity, who can read the slide? Rachel.
Create a dialogue and present a short skit about the 5 images given to you from the story. Guys. In creating the dialogue for the skit, use descriptive language that covers the 5 senses. Be creative and enthusiastic in presenting it.
Okay. So in this activity, we will use a website called Story Dice, and you will create a dialogue and present a short skit. So make it creative and enthusiastic. So, okay, in your dialogue, you must also use descriptive language. So who can still remember our lesson last time about descriptive language? Who can give me an example? Volunteer. Rachel.
The colorful flowers sway softly with the
Yes, that's a good example. So, merong colorful, swiftly. So, that's how we use the descriptive language. So, you must also cover the 5 senses in the descriptive language. Who can tell me the 5 senses that we have? 5 senses. Sense of?
Sight, smell, taste, touch,
Very good. Okay, so now, so since I know that only some of us have an access to the internet connection, so let's use this device first. So give me one representative per group. So Gigi, roll the dice. Okay, so these are the dice that are assigned to you. So take a pick. So these dice will be your foundation in making your dialogue and your creative short skits.
This is nice.
You guys get it?
Yes.
Next.
Story guys.
Okay, take a picture. Next group. Okay, take a picture. Nagigets ba ang gagawin, class? Make sure natin na ma-cover ang 5 senses. For example, sense of sight. I see a good-looking male. Or a letter. Ganyan. Or sa taste. Okay na po? Okay. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to form a dialogue in a short skit, and afterwards you will present it in front.
Bago yung
Class, you are not required to use the English language. Feel free to use any language. Class, make sure that everyone will participate in your activity. Gusto ko
May pikot niya niya. Bali ako na. Paano yung taste? So, take mo yung iron.
Time's up. So who's going to be first? This group. Can you tell us first? Guys, listen. Watch natin na ang ating first group. So can you tell us first kung ano yung mga image na nakuha niyo sa dice? This one.
So our story is about the lost venture.
Should we tell you?
So I am the okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay na. 1, 2, 3, action.
I can hear you. Have you seen my denture? Have you seen my denture? It is big like this. The gums are red and the teeth are white. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I have an idea. It's a bright idea. We can ride a metallic bike so that we can send a letter to your dentist to create a new one. Is it
Our
okay?
old rusty boy?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know where the
Galing naman. Napaka-creative naman.
Okay, quiet. So, ano yung mga descriptive words na nagamit nila?
Crusty.
Rusty bike?
Bright.
Right?
The gums are red and that's the hair one.
Very good. So, next group.
Story time.
Present.
Kind of save the best for last.
Yeah.
Sing the best.
Ito kami hindi kami eh.
Good. This group first.
I'll go.
Gusto ko hindi na nag-explosion eh.
Nagaling na sila. Ano ka na, with honors.
Tell us first the images that you have.
So we have
So we have welcome. Parang ano siya man. And then the glass with a denture, a laptop, a chair, and a snake. Yun lang. Ay, work again.
Oh, a floor mat.
Good morning, Kyla. Can you get me a glass of water?
a glass of water.
Yeah. Why? Shiny. Kyla, you're so madagal.
Sorry, boss. Oh no, my dentures are gone. Oh, God. my God, sorry boss. I'm so embarrassed. I feel like I'm going to explode right now. I'm sorry boss.
Kakakain mo lang ba na?
Yay!
Good work, second group. So, any descriptive words?
Warm.
More.
Cold and
Okay.
shiny.
Okay, for the last group.
Okay, go. Let's go, guys. Very, ano naman to? One out.
Ay, doon dapat siya kasi.
Ay, baliktad yun. Di tayo ano. Guys, kasi nanganak po kami ni
Okay, so tell us first the images.
Okay, so the images that we have is a welcome, a car, a snake, and then a group of people, and then a group of... Right, camera, action. Automatic.
Diyos ko.
Automatic pa rin.
I think Daddy is here. Let's go. Daddy!
Ang dami.
Daddy!
Lima.
Daddy, kaninang kotse po yan? Ang ganda naman po. So pretty.
Yeah.
Bakit po cooler? Puro babae mo ang anak mo. Bakit po yan kotse?
Ako sa work.
Hoy, JJ, sino yung kasama mo?
Oh, wala. Nothing.
Talaga wala kang kasama?
Nothing.
Nakauwi kita nung isang araw, amoy perfume ka ng babae. Sino kasama mo sa sasakyan?
It's my perfume, so don't worry about that.
Kung may babae talaga,
Yeah.
buksan ko ang kotse. Sino yung babae mo? Sino?
Co-worker.
Coworker.
Sabay lang siya.
Gusto yung amoy ng perfume na nakamoy ko sa'yo. Ahas ka! Oh my gosh, kaya pala ang ingay sa sumpa ng isang gabi. Sabi ni Daddy, ay parang parang si Daddy, ang sarap-sarap lang.
Daddy, manibela na sasakyan!
More! Kumakalakas.
At kaya mo kinain ng manibela. Yeah, you clone! Don't talk to me like that. Kain na mo na akin.
Sila ka.
Coworker ba yan, Daddy? May headline mo.
I just protecting her.
Okay. Ang dami anak.
Uy, balik kayo!
Yung pangaliaya. Ano parang feeling ka headline? Yung
Hindi ma.
Okay guys, settle down. Very good. What a creative presentation you have there. Okay, so any descriptive words? Blue.
Masarap.
Very good. So now, okay, let's proceed with our discussion. So, wait, before we start, let us arrange the chairs properly. Okay, ready na guys? Yes, ma'am. Smile muna ulit sa katabi. Very good. Okay. So everyone, let's read this.
Such a from Latin word sentar, meaning to perceive, feel. It describes something relating to sensation, something that you feel with your physical senses. As a literary device, imagery consists of descriptive language that can function as a way for the reader to better imagine the world of the piece of literature and also add symbolism to the work. Imagery draws on the five senses, namely the details of taste, touch, sight, smell, and
from the Latin word sentar, meaning to perceive or feel. So ito yung mga nagre-relate sa sensation, something that we feel with our physical senses. So the importance of the sensory imagery is that it creates a mental image in our mind. Kagaya ng mga ginawa nyo kanina sa mga skit nyo, nagkaroon kami ng mental image sa mind sa mga nagamit yung descriptive words. So, ayan. So, sensory imagery nag-help din to describe how something feels, how something smells, how something sounds, and such. So, we have 5 kinds of sensory imagery. So, let's read the number 1, everyone.
Visual imagery, or imagery that appeal to